Hey guys, iMAT here. Today we are comparing the latest H26 Pro Plus and the HK11 Pro Max smartwatch. These are one of the best Apple Watch alternatives and come with amazing features. This video will help you in deciding which one is a better option for you. Before we start, if you are new to the channel, I would really appreciate if you can take a moment to hit the subscribe button. Still, a lot of you are not subscribed to the channel. So if you can take a moment to subscribe to the channel, we can hit the 40k subscribers just like our older channel. Also, you can subscribe to Unbox with iMAT to stay updated on the latest product unboxings. Throughout the video, the HK11 Pro Max will be on the right side and the H26 Pro Plus will be on the left side. To make it easier for you to remember it, you will be seeing this title bar throughout the video. Starting from the body, both of them take the inspiration from the Apple Watch Series 11 and both of them are available in a glossy frame. If you do the Apple Watch accessory test, then the H26 Pro Plus perfectly fits it and you can use any Apple Watch accessories sold online on the H26 Pro Plus. But unfortunately, the HK11 Pro Max is a bit smaller and won't fit the Apple Watch accessories. Then talking about the buttons, the crown key is a bit clicky on the H26 Pro Plus, while it feels smoother and silent on the HK11. Other than that, the side key and the scroll function on the crown key is working really well on both of them. After that, both of them are compatible with the Apple Watch straps and the strap locks are also working fine, and the straps won't come out until you press the strap locks button and then push the straps out. As far as I have noticed, the body dimensions of the H26 Pro Plus are more similar to Apple Watch, because of which the straps fitting is also better on the H26. And as you can notice, the straps are coming out a little from the corners on the HK11. After that, both of them are using an AMOLED display on top, and I feel like the colors are more vibrant on the HK11. The overall scrolling is now good on both of the devices. If you go to list view, then I still think that it is smoother on the HK11. The overall screen resolution also feels better on the HK11, and if I have to choose one when it comes to the display, I think that I will still choose the HK11. And if you take a look at the screen size, in this section the H26 takes the win as the HK11 is a little smaller, so naturally the display is bigger on the H26. One of the user requested to check the brightness, so on the normal screen, the brightness of both of them is really good, but when it comes to the always on display, it's quite dim on the H26 Pro, while on the HK11 it stays visible even in the daylight. Talking about the system UI, the H26 takes the inspiration from the latest Apple watchOS 26, while the HK11 is still taking the inspiration from the Apple watchOS 11. There is a newer HK11 Pro Max 2nd generation out, which is based on the OS 26. I've already reviewed the HK11 Ultra 3 2nd generation, in which you can check out the latest UI. The video is linked right here, you can click here to watch it. If you look at the changes, the control center is a bit different. You will be noticing the liquid glass UI. After that we have the widgets page. I don't know, I like the HK11 more because the H26 is a bit laggy and it's a hassle to go back from the widgets page in the H26, while it's quite smoother on the HK11. Then we have the notification center. We do not have the app history option in the H26, it is quite confusing. And if you look at the vertical cellular menu style, then it loads faster in the H26. The smoothness is really good on both of them. And if you go back, there is no transition on the H26, while we get a menu quitting transition in the HK11. The icons on the H26 have the latest theme of the OS 26, while in the HK11 you will be noticing the UI is looking similar to the Apple watchOS 11. The UI is updated in many applications in the H26. For example, here we have the sport modes. After that, if you go to the dialer, then here it is. It has also been updated in the H26. After that, in the watchOS, when you open an application, it zooms in from the application, and when you go back from an application, it zooms out to the application. While this is not the case in both of the smartwatches, the H26 transitions are totally different, while in the HK11 the transitions resemble the Apple watchOS 9 style. For example, if I'm gonna change the menu style here, then here is the older Apple watchOS menu. In these versions, the transitions looked like this. Now let's talk about the watch faces. In the H26 you get this one built-in watch face. Other than that, you can install 9 watch faces from the dial market in the watch application, and other than these, you can install one watch face from the gallery, which totals to 11 watch faces in the smartwatch. which is lesser than the last H16 Pro we had, as it could keep 21 watch faces in it. On the other hand, in the HK11 you will get 8 built-in watch faces, and other than these 8 built-in watch faces, you can install 1 watch face from the gallery and 6 watch faces from the dial market, which totals to 15 watch faces. If you go all the way to the right, it also gets a built-in dial market, but for that you will need to use the network sharing option. If you wanna check out the network sharing option, you can watch the full review linked right here. Talking about the latest OS 26 watch faces, the H26 has all of them except one, which is mainly for the Series 11, and it's this watch face. Unfortunately, as far as I have checked, this watch face is not available in the dial market of H26. Other than that, it has almost all of the new watch faces. In the HK11, you do not get these watch faces as built-in watch faces, but you can install them from the dial market in the Wayfit Pro application. The latest HK11 Pro Max 2nd generation has all of these watch faces as built-in watch faces. The H26 has also been updated to support the always on display option for all of the watch faces you will install inside it. For example, here it is. If you use the palm gesture, and this is how it looks like. I'm not sure if you're able to see it because it's quite dim. This is one thing about the always on display in the H26, that it's quite dim compared to the HK11 Pro Max, and the resolution is also not so good on the always on displays. The HK11 Pro Max 2nd generation has been updated to support the always on display option for the watch faces, and when you use the palm gesture or twist your wrist, it will show the always on display similar to the watch face. But this is the 1st generation and it does not have this option, and you are stuck with the 6 built-in dials available. So if you go to settings and scroll down to display and brightness, then you have 6 always on display styles to choose from, and you cannot choose any other always on display option for the watch faces. And the always on displays can stay on for the whole day or until the battery runs out. The H26 has the tap to wake gesture, then both of them have the palm gesture, and both of them also have the raise to wake gesture. If you talk about the normal screen time, then the H26 has the always on display option even for the watch faces, so the display can stay on for the whole day or until the battery runs out even on the watch face. While in the HK11, if you scroll down, the normal screen time is 30 seconds, and you can use the constant light settings option, by which you can keep the display turned on for a maximum of 20 minutes, and after 20 minutes of inactivity, the display is going to turn off. Talking about the mobile applications, the H26 Pro uses the Livier Pro application, and in its dial market, all of the watch faces are available for totally free. And the best thing, all of these watch faces have their own always on display option. Unfortunately, the watch application cannot connect with Apple Health. Here is the Health tab in the application. Then here is the Home tab. It does have the remote camera button option, but it does not have the live preview option. You can only use the display to tap on it and click a picture. The HK11 Pro Max uses the Wayfit Pro application. The worst thing about it is that it shows ads and sometimes even full screen ads. And then if you talk about the dial market, then almost all of the watch faces in it are paid, and you'll have to scroll all the way down to access the free dial section. Here is an ad. One good thing is that the free dial section has been updated with the latest OS 26 watch faces. It can also not connect with Apple Health or Strava, and if you go to the devices section, then we have the taking pictures option here. The good thing is that it has the live preview option, where you can get the live preview of the camera and you can also click pictures. The speed is quite good, but I think that the best speed is on the DT Watch 11 Pro. If you want to check out the DT Watch 11 Pro, the full review is linked right here. Using the watch applications, both of them can receive notifications from all apps, as they have the other apps option in the push notifications. Here is how the new notification arrives on both of them. HK11 comes with a banner prompt, while the H26 comes with a full screen prompt. Both of them support a little scrolling. The HK11 shows more data and also supports most of the mainly used emojis, while the H26 does not support emojis at all. And we also get the reply option in the HK11, by which it will directly turn on the voice assistant, so you can reply using the voice command. Since the notifications are shown in full screen, so there is no red dot alert in the H26, while the HK11 has the red dot alert for the unread notifications. Both devices also come with the network sharing option, In the HK11 you can use AI robot, app market, dial market, game market and verified translator using it. You can use it to install many more smart applications and also many free dials in the smartwatch. You can also use it to install games. If you scroll all the way down, I've installed the world clock application using it and it's working pretty well. On the other hand, the H26 Pro has the app center option here, so here it is. It can also install many smart applications as well as games from here. I've installed a few. For example, here we have some games. And if you scroll down, we have the WeChat, X and Instagram option. Then both of them also come with local storage. It's quite low in the HK11. The H26 Pro is advertised to come with a storage capacity of 1 GB, while the HK11 is advertised the same, but it hardly comes with 250 MB of storage capacity. In the HK11, I'm only able to install 8 to 10 songs, while in the H26 I was able to install around 25 to 30 songs, but since the speed is quite slow when transferring data from the mobile phone to the smartwatches, so I did not have the patience to import more files. Both of them can also connect with wireless earphones and you can use them to listen to the songs stored on the smartwatch. Then you can also store TXT files or ebooks in the smartwatch, using which you can keep grocery list or your important pins in the smartwatch. After that you can decode sound. And as I mentioned, the storage capacity is quite low in the HK11, so on the H26 you can record for longer period of time, while the HK11 can do that. And in the end you can add pictures in both of them. I have been able to import 100 plus pictures in the H26, but in the HK11 you cannot add more than 6 pictures. So that's all you can do using the local storage. If you're interested in the Oximeter and Pedometer test, I would recommend you to watch the full reviews which are linked in the description box below, in which I performed detailed testing of the Pedometer as well as the Oximeter pre-workout and post-workout. Now let's talk about the utility applications. They have been updated in the H26, so we have the calendar option. Both of them cannot add events or add reminders. Then we have timer. Let's set it for 2 seconds on both of them. So when the timer ends, the HK11 only vibrates once, while the H26 Pro continues to vibrate, which is a good option compared to the HK11. Here we have stopwatch. Let's start it. I'm gonna go all the way down and let's see how many laps you can add in the HK11. So the maximum number of laps you can add are 20, while in the H26 Pro it's more than 20 and you can add a maximum of 30 laps. Let's see if we can go back, and now let's enter the application. So the stopwatch continued to run in the background in the H26 while it has reset to 0 in the HK11. Another good option in the H26 Pro. After that we have calculator. The basic functionalities are working fine in both of them, but when it comes to the percentage option, it is not working at all in the H26. While it works with the multiplication option in the HK11, but if you try to add a specific percentage in the original value, it won't work and will show incorrect answer. Then we have the weather application, and in the H26 Pro, it's a hit or a miss. Sometimes it will show the values, sometimes it won't. While in the HK11 I haven't faced this issue. H26 sometimes even show incorrect city. If you compare the values, the high and lows are quite similar on the HK11, but the weather right now is shown incorrectly. And finally, let's talk about the battery life. The H26 is advertised to come with a battery capacity of 300 mAh, while the HK11 comes with a battery capacity of 260 mAh. I started this video about 45 minutes ago, and during this time, the H26 had turned off the Bluetooth option itself, while it was turned on in the HK11, and during this time the HK11 went from 100% to 96%, while H26 went from 100% to 94%, losing 6% of the battery. And in usage, the HK11 actually showed better battery results. In the next 12 hours, I'm gonna be keeping both of them with the always on display turned on, and I will see which one gives a better battery life. My assumption is that the HK11 will lose more battery since the always on display is brighter, while it's too dim on the H26 Pro. So I am back after about 12 hours. During this time, both of the devices had do not disturb mode enabled, and the H26 Pro Plus lost 15% of the battery, while the HK11 Pro Max lost only 5% of the battery. The Do Not Disturb mode was enabled so that the display doesn't turn on when the new notification arrives, because this test was specifically carried out for the always-on display time, and the HK11 Pro Max came out to be the winner in this test. So guys, that's all from today's video. Which one would you choose? In my opinion, both of them are really good products, and H26 Pro is finally becoming a good smartwatch when it comes to the system UI, and the display is quite smooth now. So if you have the first generation of the HK11 Pro Max, then the H26 Pro seems worth upgrading. The HK11 Pro Max also has a newer version, the HK11 Pro Max second generation, which has the always-on display option for the built-in dials, but the H26 Pro comes with the always-on display option for all of the watch faces in the dial market. Which one would you choose? Let me know in the comments. If you would like to place an order, you can find the purchase links in the description box below, and I would really appreciate if you can use those links while purchasing. Once again, make sure to hit the subscribe button for the future videos and subscribe to Unbox with iMAT for the future unboxings. I will see you in the next one.